Hey guys, this video is going to be about how you can lead your team to victory through non-gameplay factors. Not everything that leads to a win in League of Legends is related to how you play or how your teammates play. A lot of it can be based on information that you have or didn't have, or that not everybody got, and that you could have maybe relayed to your team. There's a way to control, to help, because you can't control external factors of other players. You can't control them. They're playing by themselves at their house on their computer. You cannot control them. So there's certain ways that you can help them play better by giving them information that they might not have, that they might not have noticed. Because maybe you think, hey, they should have noticed, they should have known. Why should I tell them? Well, just swallow your pride. Who cares? Maybe they didn't pay enough attention. Just make sure that you know that you notice and that you let them know. That way you're helping them along and you're dragging your team to victory through other ways that you might not have known before help you win. One of these ways to drag your team to victory, and it doesn't have to do with gameplay, just information, is by calling MIA. And sometimes people are like, oh, why should I have to call MIA? Just pay attention to where people are. Like, dude, he passed by a ward. Alright, that's fine. You're right. Your teammate should have been paying attention. He should have noticed that he passed by a ward to gank him. But maybe you could have done something to help him notice, to force him to notice. Maybe you could have done a little ping. Maybe you could have actually typed MIA, careful, he's heading mid. You don't lose anything, and you could actually gain something from it. You could save your teammate from dying. And this is actually really important because you cannot control how your teammates play, but you can control how you play. You can control yourself. You can be aware of everything. When that happens to you, you could not have to rely on your teammates MIA because you already noticed. You noticed he was missing. You noticed he passed by a word or whatever. But you can't control what your teammate does. Maybe he's not paying attention. Try to drag him along. Try to help him. That could win you. That could change the game. You do it twice. You do it once, and he ends up not dying because of it. That's great. You could end up winning a game because of that. And if it makes a difference, it's worth trying, especially when it doesn't require a lot of effort and it could help you win a game. Another way to use information to lead your team to victory is by keeping track of objectives. As soon as you defeat that dragon, just type down a real quick timer and it'll maybe help your team in the future. For the people who are not paying attention or are not kind of aware. You know, but you don't know if they know, and you gotta make sure they know. Another thing is you can kind of lead them to objectives. Maybe you guys just got a double kill at bot. Maybe they just got a double kill at bot, your teammates, on the other bot laners. And you're a top, so you're not really close enough, but you know that there's a great opportunity for them to do dragon. So you just ping quick at dragon and they get a dragon for free. And maybe they wouldn't have done it if you wouldn't have pointed it out because maybe they're not experienced enough or they don't know enough about the game, but you do, and you can lead them to gain advantages just like that. And this has happened many times when I'm playing with less experienced players. They don't know the right time to do objectives, but if you kind of tell them and lead them to it, they'll do it. Another way that you can do this, that you can lead your team to victory with objectives, is by taking advantage of what seems like a bad situation, but it could turn out good for you if your team responds properly. For example, you're at top, it's 11 minutes in, you just got ganked by their jungler. It's happening right now, you're gonna die, you know it for sure. Their top laner is there, their jungler is there. You tell your team, do dragon right now. They have two at top. It's gonna be a 4v3 at the most, and they don't have their smite there, so you're gonna be able to secure that dragon 100%. Now, this could end up, you maybe die, but you end up getting dragon out of it, so it didn't turn out so bad, and it helps you kind of catch up in the lane because you just died. And it gives your team a bonus. They got some gold, and they didn't end up dying, and that's great. And sometimes a lot of teams miss this opportunity. Like, I've seen it happen a lot where top gets ganked 12 minutes in, and the guys don't go for dragon when it's pretty much free when that happens, Most good junglers know not to do that when dragon's up because they don't want to lose it. Make sure you give your teammates whatever info you have that might be useful to them. For example, if you're a top lane and you see your opponent laner ward, make sure you tell your jungler where he warded. Maybe he warded the river bush, or maybe he warded the tri bush. You gotta let him know so that when he comes for a gank, he can go through the way that he won't be spotted and it won't be ruined and you won't get counter ganked and maybe you'll get away with the kill after all. And also things such as summoner cooldowns, maybe with Ghost or Flash or Ignite, you want to let your jungler know when these are down so that he'll come to gank whenever it's the most possible that he'll be able to get a kill, that it'll be successful. Ward locations, item milestones. When you see a Morgana complete a Sonia's, maybe your team should have noticed. Maybe they should be paying attention to what items she has. But you should let your team know just in case, because it doesn't really hurt you telling them, but it might save your team from doing a stupid mistake because they didn't notice that she has that item yet. That's about it for this video. Any questions, anything, just drop it on the comments. Subscribe if you like. There's gonna be more. Thanks guys. See you later.